Whenever a government claims to have the people's interest at heart, you need to think again. In the entire history of mankind, there has never been a political elite sincerely concerned about the well-being of regular people. What makes any of us think that it is different now? If the age of enlightenment has brought forth anything, then certainly this. Never take anything any government tells you at face value.
The only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated.
Always question everything any government does or does not do. Always look for ulterior motives and always ask, cui bono, who benefits.
The voluntary phase is over. It's time for mandates.
Whenever a political elite pushes an agenda this hard and resorts to extortion and manipulation to get their way, you can almost always be sure your benefit is definitely not what they had at heart.
It was a case of asking people to go home, and if they didn't, arrest them.
As far as I'm concerned, I will not be vaccinated with anything that has not been properly vetted and tested and has shown no sound scientific evidence that the benefits outweigh the disease itself in possible long-term side effects, which, to this day, we don't know anything about. I will not be reduced to a mere guinea pig by getting vaccinated with an experimental drug. And I will most assuredly not get vaccinated because my government tells me to and promises in return I will be granted freedom.
If you have travel plans, there is one more thing to add to your packing list: proof of vaccination.
Let's be clear about one thing. No one grants me freedom, for I am.
Alright, so I'm cutting soybeans. Brother's putting the cover crop on and Big Lou's in the background. Turboing it in. Knocking out some acres again. We got a pretty big field here. They're not doing bad back here. This is their sandiest farm we got. And they're doing pretty decent for what it is. Alright, well, filling the combine up with fuel today. This is our fuel wagon. We don't have a $40,000 Thunder Creek fuel wagon. And it's cold this morning. It's been cold every morning, but it's cold. Got a little bit of a wind, but it's a little bit of a damp wind. So we probably won't get started till 10:30, 11. Time change was last night. So everything's back an hour. I gotta get the glasses on. It's starting to get daylight. They're prescription. I can't see without them. So, like I say, it's a little cloudy. It's supposed to sun up pretty good. The wind's supposed to start blowing 15, 18 miles an hour. So we got this field right here done last night. And then way back behind that wheat field, you can see a little hit of green. There was a 90-acre field. Got that done yesterday too. So we rolled through some acres yesterday. I don't know if you can see it or not. The beans are, let me see, where's my hand at? You can see them right there. We got to move over to that farm. It's 47 acres over there. Going to cut that today. These front fields are cutting really good. I mean, really good beans. Them beans over there, this field right here went 60. These are wheat beans. They went 60, like 60.8 or something. So them beans over there, I think are going to do much better. Much better. Look really good. They look better than these, so you would think that if they look better, they do better, so let's see. My brother took the load of beans that I got done last night. He was rolling yesterday, boy, spreading cover crop and hauling, so he was doing good. Got everything done. I did break a guard yet last night. They gave me these new style guards. I hope they work. They're a little bit longer, as you can see. See how they stick out a little bit longer? I think they're for the 700 drapers instead of the 600s, but they're on here. Let's hope it works. It's pretty much the same exact thing. It's just that the points are a little bit longer. That's all I had. It's the weekend. Today's Sunday, so put that on there last night. So let's hope that it works good so I can roll today. We'll probably knock that field out today. It won't take long to do 47 acres. Move over to a big farm that we got and just start working there. Get this done while we're waiting for everything to dry down a little bit. We got to load the tender with cover crop so that my brother and my dad can go start putting that on this morning. Get the trucks moved over to the other farm. Just a lot of time spent is just moving. I mean, you continuously just move equipment, move all the time. You know, it takes a lot of time to move a lot of stuff. And once you get there and get set up, then you can roll with it. But try to get everything done early. That way when it's time to fit the cut, we can just start rolling with the cutting part. So filling her up, getting her ready, and then go load the tender. It's cold. See you. All right, well, it's Sunday. We were over there cutting, as you can see, Daddy's turbo tilling the cover crop in. My brother is right here beside me. Got all this cut. Thanks to Mr. Ben for hauling the load so we had enough trucks to hold everything. Get this knocked out. It's doing pretty good. Overcast today, but we're still going to roll with it. The beans are 15 to 16%. I started early, so they're getting drier as I go. But they're not doing bad. These are the Plenish 4.2s. So I got that to do. Be done this farm. I got that hopper loaded. Now I'm working on that hopper, and I got another hopper on the other side of the chicken houses. It's Sunday, trying to get it done. I'm gonna get this farm done, and I'm gonna take her down the highway with the header on. Hopefully there ain't a lot of cars, because 35 foot doesn't work out too well, but there's plenty of room. I should be able to get over far enough. The other farm is right on the other side of that little trees right there, so I ain't got far to go. And keep right on getting it today. Get everything loaded up, and then go watch some football. All right, well, I just moved to a new farm and pretty big field. And these beans are banging. I mean, they're doing really good. Very impressed with them. These are more Plenish. But if she can stay like that all day, be very tickled. Thick, I mean, pods full up and down. These are wheat beans also, Plenish 4.2s. I had a big field knocked out over here, so I'm just working on a couple of small parts of it. Then I got a little field over here, and then I got a couple big fields over here I gotta go do. These are Plenish 4.2s, and Plenish soybeans have been yielding the best at everything this year for us. Plus Purdue pays you like 65, 75 cents more a bushel for them, and they're actually cheaper per unit than the other beans are. Our list beans did alright first year we did them, but nothing to brag about. These beans right here, as you can see, 99, 96, 13.2 moisture, but they're staying consistent in the 90s. I mean, it's not taking me long at all to get a bin, and the bin's almost 400 bushels, so she is filling it up quick. Very impressed with these Plenish beans this year. Every bit of our Plenish beans did good except for one farm, and that was the farm. We actually limed it and did all that stuff, got everything back where it should be. We wanted to do it last year, it was so wet we couldn't get them on there. The 3/4 tank full already, and I just didn't dump them. So you're cutting 100 bushel beans with a 35-foot draper. It don't take long to get a bin full. So, and I'm running at 4.4 mile an hour and 680. She's taking them in, cleaned them pretty good. I keep my sieves open a little bit because I don't care if I get a little bit of pod in the bean, because we're taking it to Purdue and they're going to dock you for trash either way. So I look at it like, hell, that shit adds up. So they're going to get it. That helps put some weight on it. And they end up selling the stuff and doing all of it anyway. So I ain't giving it to them. They might as well pay for it. So, but anyway, everything's doing good. The beans are really dry. This farm right here has, the stems are a little green, but other than that, I mean, everything is, I mean, it's ridiculous how good beans are doing this year. And I'm pretty sure it's like that for everybody. But then again, a lot of people don't plant Plenish. We do because they pay you more. And like I said, they're cheaper per unit. We buy a lot from Pioneer. And they're just a better bean, I think. I mean, they do really good. And plus, this farm, we put sludge on it after we do our wheat. And I think the sludge has a lot of help in it for the beans. But even the farms that we didn't do sludge on, I mean, the beans still did incredible. So, Plenish, if Plenish ever makes an enlist bean, then nobody's going to buy the other beans. I mean, there's no point. And they're talking about, I don't know if it's this coming year or the year after, they're going to make, they're getting an enlist bean, because right now they don't have enough to put it in the cycle of, for farmers to buy. All the farmers, they said they're planting them here, harvesting them, and then they take them to Venezuela or Puerto Rico, one of them places, and then they replant them because they can get 2 seasons out of them there. And then when they harvest them there, they bring them right back. By that time, it's growing season here again. They plant them. So they said as soon as they get, you know, enough seed to start selling, that they're gonna, you know, have a market for it. So, but that's good, because everything we do will be Plenish and list after that. So I mean, they are really good yield beans. These are 4.2s. We plant 4.2s, 4.6s. Now the best bean we ever did was a 4.8 Plenish, but it just took, we planted them early. We didn't plant them behind beans or behind wheat, and we could not get them to dry. We had all of our beans, corn, everything cut, and them beans still wouldn't dry down. So we quit planting the 4.8. You just couldn't get them to dry down. So anyway, it's Monday. The Bucks were off yesterday. Hendrick Motorsports won another championship with the number 5 car, so that's good. So that's all I know. Other than that, ain't much going on. Just be on the combine all day. I got 60 some acres of wheat I got left plant, but we're gonna try to, all we got is this farm, and then like 50 acres on the farm next to it left in beans, and we'll be done until till the 110 acres of beans after corn dry down. Of course, that'll be another month probably. But so we're gonna try to knock these beans out today. Probably tomorrow get finished with the other beans, and then I'm gonna go right into finish drilling wheat, and that'll be it. So make sure you like, subscribe, share. Beans are doing good this year. So, and what's I don't like saying let's go Brandon because that's stupid. You know, F Joe Biden. Let's say that. That's better. He is ruining this country. Anyway, see.
We have to do more to vaccinate the 66 million unvaccinated people in America.
We, the people, tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us. We, the people, are the driver. The government is the car. And we decide where it should go and by what route and how fast. Almost all the world's constitutions are documents in which governments tell the people what their privileges are. Our Constitution is a document in which we, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do.